The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top-quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
All of media.
We're trying to, yeah. I mean, that's part of, cutting funding to public broadcasting.
Right.
And then you gotta give them money in order to get any merger approved.
Correct.
And
one of the guys who owns Paramount, though, is a donor.
Of course.
Somehow it filters down to he's hand in hand with Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure Sherry Redstone donated to Trump's campaign, too.
Yeah,
the woman who runs Paramount. But,
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird.
So now they effectively have a pipeline to Paramount, all of CBS's.
Yeah, but at the same time, like Paramount making that the deal with Trey Parker and Matt Stone at the same exact time. It's this weird thing of it's like.
You're
like
right,
you don't hire you don't pay the dudes of South Park over $1 billion and say we want one more season.
I thought it was more though. I thought they got.
I mean, money?
Multiple seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I think they now have free reign to do whatever they want. I mean, which
makes sense. Well, you saw that.
Yeah.
Plus, I guess you're right. Like giving that contract because they were in the middle of negotiating. Like this whole thing has been going on for a while now.
I mean, that's a nice enticement for Skydance,
right?
We get to merge with, something that owns, several different franchises.
All of CBS's.
Yeah.
They better not fuck with my Serie A.
But
on Paramount Plus, you cocksuckers.
That shouldn't. But you can't. I mean, I'm sure it's in. I don't want to keep saying their full names, but the South Park creators, I'm sure it's in their contract that they have, no
carte blanche.
Yeah, no notes. There's a reason you gave us this much money is because
here, perfect example.
Our product.
They asked them to censor what little bit you could see of Trump's tiny penis,
and they said no.
And they said, "Go fuck yourselves."
Yeah. And it's, I mean, as far as I can tell, I haven't seen the numbers.
Neither have I.
But you got to be thinking that's right now the most streamed thing on Paramount Plus.
Correct. Because not only we're normal watchers watching, especially after I didn't realize they had been on hiatus for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
While this whole merger shit was going on, right?
Yeah, and I think the last they did those COVID specials, and that was the last real thing that they did.
So yeah, it's been a couple of years. It's been since COVID. So of course their regulars, we'll call them, are going to tune in. And then the whiff of oh god, they skewered Trump. So, older South Park watchers are going to go, okay, let's see what happened. And then when you find out what happened, the world's watching the episode.
And then you're going to get you're going to get the MAGA fan base going in.
That's what I'm saying.
We got to see how bad this is.
Exactly.
So we can then tear it apart.
Correct.
And, I mean, I didn't see anything I thought was not factual.
Neither did I. I mean, they're not lying.
Oh, man.
I like how he mentioned Saddam Hussein, the devil, Satan, because, that was a running joke back in the day.
Yeah, it was in the movie.
Right. And he was like, you're like my other tyrannical blah, blah, blah. I should have you drugged through the street. Oh.
Well, and that's the other thing, too. And maybe that was the ignorance of the Paramount board in doing that deal is that they weren't aware of how quickly Trey Parker and Matt Stone can actually produce these episodes.
Yeah, that's why they're able to do, like Simpsons, it's different. It takes a very long time to do one of those animals.
Yeah.
They're basically cut and paste.
Yeah. They put into a system, this is what they want, and
Right. It's AI. We could make an episode of South Park right now.
So, but I mean, that was even the case way back when. Who did that?
I love Magus going, man, this cartoon doesn't even look good. Like,
that's the point.
You clearly missed the point. Everybody looks like this, and then they had like a real face of Trump. And he was always making those stupid faces he makes. Everyone else was in cartoon form. Carolyn Levitt, everybody else except Trump.
Yeah, well, and the and the Canadian ambassador.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah.
But
well done.
Yeah. Well,
but on the flip side of that, this merger is going to be more than. I mean, we talked PBS and them cutting funding, right? All of the proper journalists are fleeing networks because they're being told what to do. You've got networks and news organizations basically paying a extortion fee.
If you ask the wrong question, like the AP found out, you get kicked out of the White House press corps.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They are systematically getting rid of media.
But but they're the bastions of free speech. Trump is.
I mean, they're following that fascist playbook.
Yeah.
You get rid of the media, then you get state media, and then all anybody hears is these constant propaganda and shit. And then the few voices that try are just shut down, or pretty soon going to be thrown out the fucking windows.
Yeah, or deported somewhere.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I hate to be alarmist, but
well, I don't know. I was thinking about it last week, which is, I mean, I know everybody's terrified and concerned with Trump, but my biggest worry is, I mean, it's usually not the first guy.
No.
It's the person that comes afterwards.
Right.
Which, like if it were J.D. Vance or...
What if Stephen Miller decided to run?
Right. Or, I mean, even someone like Marco Rubio being like, oh, well,
I mean,
this is what he got away with. Now I can really push the envelope.
So, I mean, you think about it. You're right. It's DeSantis.
Well, it doesn't have to be one of these people we already think of as like satanic. It's like, I mean, just somebody who comes in. I'm just saying,
these are the guys that would be. Because I mean, you can't just follow Trump. Like, you need.
Well, again, the only way to follow Trump is to go bigger.
Stephen Miller.
Bigger and louder than Trump. Or, I mean, it could be somebody we don't even know yet. I mean, it could be a failed painter who, who's hanging out
been in jail for the past couple of years.
Yeah, writing his memoir. But I mean, like, that's the point. Is what just? I mean, again, we all. Not to, because I think we're on a much shorter timeline.
Yeah, no, I
because
always
of the
assumed,
internet and social media.
I always assumed it would take a while. I kept asking that. Like, there's no way he can destroy it in 4 years. He's been 6 months.
Correct. Yeah, and it's not looking good. But they're doing it slow enough.
You made a great point about the internet. Again, control that narrative.
Yeah. And then everything else is going to accelerate.
What was Superman? The Angry Monkeys? Yeah. On social media. That was fucking brilliant.
Shitter man.
Right.
Or no, it was because he didn't curse, but yeah.
Angry.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the part that really kind of scares me is that when it comes to like the twilight of Trump and people go like, okay, we got through that.
Finally, right.
Then it very well could be like, no, it's like, again,
You think his cult will follow someone new?
If somebody tries to imitate Trump,
that ain't happening, right? Yeah.
But if somebody says that wasn't enough, we need to go here, right? Like, oh, it's. I mean, to go back to Germany, it's not enough that we're anti-communist. We now have to be anti-Jewish,
Right. Yep.
So this would be like, yeah, I mean, and you already do
what's the next step?
With like this Stephen Miller, well, I mean, ethnic cleansing would be the next one. And you wrap that up in, states' rights, even though you're expanding the government, you're
Yeah,
actually
I don't want to hear that.
wanting
whatever, all of they
claiming,
just talk out,
to
talk out
shrink
both sides.
government.
Right.
But that's also part of that playbook. But again, we're talking about it's not like Mussolini where you got to work your way in,
Right.
build and build and build, and it takes like 10, 15 years. This could easily be done in less than 4.
6 months.
Right. 6 months, and we don't really we're on the border of no more free press.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We are that close. We have already crossed the courts don't matter line. Like, we clearly crossed that. Like, we crossed that when all these activist judges.
Yeah, Supreme Court doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Because
it's like, you can have these...
let me say this. The rule of law clearly doesn't apply anymore.
Well, I mean...
For me, it does.
Well, as I say, it's come out... there's been like 2 things over the past week where an appellate court has said, no, you can't do that to President Trump. But then all they got to do is get it up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will most likely side with him.
The same day, we need a rush judgment from the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Worst
case is they punt it back down, and it has to work its way up. But Trump is his favorite thing. I'm going to sue you guys. That's his thing.
Yeah.
And he has the resources to step on people.
Well, resources in that. Yeah, he's got a megaphone about it.
Right.
But that's where you take CBS, you take what ABC did with their political correspondent, you take all those law firms that caved to him. And it was that because none of them, and all that does is just strengthen Trump's position of going,
exactly.
All I have to do is threaten you. And nobody's taking it all the way, except where Columbia just did it. Columbia just settled with him.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
So thank God I didn't go to that university. I'd be so pissed right now.
That's gross. So now you've got...
Which again,
educational institutions.
Ivy League,
institutions.
Which you gotta
Harvard's
think,
the only one that's been like, no, go fuck yourself.
Well, because I think Harvard understands too. This is what I don't get about Columbia. Columbia produces. There's going to be conservatives that come out of there, but a high number of liberal-minded people.
I bet there's over a dozen people in Congress right now that went to Columbia.
Yeah, but you're going now you're fucking with your endowment. Because if I made enough money, to donate back to my school.
Well, if you went to that school,
if Fordham did that, it'd be. They don't get a dime because I don't make that much. But if I did have the money to give back to my school, I would do it. But then if I found this shit out, it'd be like, you're never getting a penny from me ever again.
So that's
because you're just going to kowtow to racist.
So what are you going to do? You're going to stop, DEI, okay? And you're going to. They're not going to change their admissions, I wouldn't think.
Well, again, remember they already have to because of the Supreme Court. Remember, you can't.
Right.
Affirmative action doesn't exist anymore, so they had to change their admission standards anyway. And then,
wow, but like you just said, they have now cut a good chunk.
You would think
of people who want to go there.
Right. Correct.
And B, all of the alumni funds that come in.
Yeah.
Endowments, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
You were not endowed giving money
Which
to Trump.
They'll be fine, but you're
know,
going.
Which is why Harvard's probably saying the same thing. Go fuck yourself. We're going to be okay.
But I think that would be part of the reason too. Harvard. They produce Ted Cruz and shit like that, but you also got a high number.
Ted Cruz is an actual attorney, though, right?
Yeah.
He passed the bar.
The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.